The practice of semen retention stands at the intersection of ancient wisdom and modern self-mastery, yet its effects on attraction remain the subject of a compelling, almost unbelievable mystery. For the man who commits to this discipline, the transformation is often palpable: increased energy, focus, and drive. But for the women who encounter him, the shift is far more enigmatic, silent, subconscious recognition that leaves them not just intrigued, but genuinely spellbound and, at times, psychically haunted by his presence. Hold on, before we unlock the real power of semen retention, hit that subscribe button and join our Telegram channel, link in description. We drop daily wisdom, success tools, and energy secrets only shared there. Don't watch from the sidelines, become part of the movement. The true secret is that semen retention transmutes a volatile biological resource into a stable, radiant, and spiritually significant presence. Something the female subconscious is evolutionarily programmed to recognize as the highest form of masculine viability. The initial and most overlooked layer of this mystery is the energetic shift, often referred to in esoteric traditions as the cultivation of prana, or chi, the sexual essence, when consciously conserved, is not merely wasted. It is rerouted and sublimated through the central nervous system. This process acts like a spiritual amplification, charging the man's non-physical body, his aura, with palpable vitality. The man who practices senior ceases to be a leaky vessel and becomes a generator. This internal generation of subtle energy results in an invisible force field. While a woman cannot consciously articulate that she is sensing an amplified bioelectric field, her limbic system, the seat of her deepest instincts and emotional processing, registers this energetic density immediately. It is a primal, nonverbal communication that bypasses logic and lands directly in her instinctual knowing. When she steps into the field of a retained man, she experiences an immediate, inexplicable sense of calm and grounding. In a world defined by male anxiety, distraction, and nervous energy, the man who is full of conserved essence projects stability. He is an energetic anchor, and her nervous system, seeking refuge from chaos, naturally begins to organize itself around his composure. This magnetic stillness is the first step toward being spellbound. The second critical layer is the psychological transmutation of desire into discipline. SR is the ultimate test of self-mastery, the ability to consciously override one of the most powerful, persistent biological urges sends a powerful, deep-seated signal of reliability. This signal isn't transmitted through boastful words. It is etched into his demeanor, his patience, and the unwavering direction of his life. The woman's subconscious is intensely focused on long-term viability. A man who demonstrates mastery over his immediate biological gratification is perceived as a man capable of mastering his commitments, his career, and his temper. This predictability, rooted in profound self-control, is the invisible quality she desperately seeks in a protector and a co-creator of a stable future. This deep-seated assurance translates into unspoken confidence. The retained man does not need external validation because his power is generated internally. His self-worth is not reliant on the outcome of a social interaction or the approval of a woman. This lack of neediness creates an energetic vacuum that women, accustomed to chasing male approval, find terrifyingly attractive. She experiences the haunting realization that she cannot easily control him. This is the core of the enigma. She attempts her usual feminine techniques: flirting, testing, withdrawing, but they slide off his aura. His self-possession is absolute. Her inability to manipulate his emotional state or sway his purpose becomes the source of her increasing fascination, transforming standard attraction into obsession. The mystery deepens when we consider the biology of desire. Seminal fluid is rich in neurotransmitters, proteins, and essential nutrients. When retained, the body performs a profound alchemical process, using these building blocks to fuel higher cognitive and physiological functions. This enhanced biochemistry affects the man's pheromone profile. The scent of a retained man subtly signals peak health and resourcefulness. While the effect is not consciously detected, her olfactory system reads the complex chemical signature of a male who is operating at his absolute optimal state. This chemical signature is a primal beacon, bypassing her intellect to activate the deepest mating instincts within her. She is drawn not to his shirt, but to the invisible, potent chemical whisper of his vitality. Furthermore, the conserved life force redirects energy to the man's executive function, the frontal lobe of the brain. SR practitioners often report heightened clarity, improved decision-making, and a razor-sharp focus on their purpose. This is the purpose-driven magnetism that women find irresistible. A man dedicated to a mission, who views women as valuable additions rather than necessary destinations, radiates a powerful form of intentionality. She senses that his life is moving with unstoppable momentum. Her desire to join his trajectory to be claimed by his purpose is the essence of the spellbound effect. She sees in him not just a lover, but a direction. The haunting aspect of the attraction is tied to the psychic resonance. In intimate social settings, a woman's attention is a resource. She instinctively scans the environment for the highest value male. The man practicing senior often experiences what feels like an internal, psychic magnetism. He can feel the shift in her attention even when she is physically engaged with another. This is the manifestation of the focused life force. When the man is calm, centered, and internally full, his mental and energetic intent becomes powerful. He is not trying to attract her. His mere state of being commands her attention. She finds her mind returning to him, even when he is absent, haunted by the memory of his tranquil power. The mystery also extends to the depth of conversation. Because his mind is no longer scattered by the constant internal noise of sexual preoccupation. The retained man can hold space for a woman's emotional and intellectual world with unparalleled presence. He listens fully, not waiting for his turn to speak, but genuinely absorbing her essence. This unconditional presence is incredibly rare and instantly registers as high value. It makes her feel uniquely seen and valued, creating a powerful emotional bond that far surpasses superficial physical attraction. She is spellbound by the quality of his attention, recognizing that his focus is a gift, born of his internal discipline. The spiritual dimension of senior adds another layer to the enigma, the aura of the mystic. Historically, conserved sexual energy has been linked to spiritual enlightenment and higher states of consciousness. Even if the modern senior practitioner does not consciously follow a spiritual path, the energetic conservation taps into an ancient, powerful archetype, the man who is whole unto himself. This archetypal power is what women subconsciously seek. They are not merely looking for a mate, they are looking for a spiritual leader, an energetic master, a reflection of completeness. When she encounters this archetype in the flesh, it triggers a profound recognition, the haunting feeling that she has met the man she was destined to find. The non-reactive nature of the retained man also contributes to the haunting. Women often engage in subconscious shit tests to gauge a man's emotional stability. They push boundaries, provoke arguments, or withdraw attention. The man who is internally full does not react defensively or chase her validation. His tranquil response to her tests often, characterized by an amused, calm, or unwavering boundary shocks. Her subconscious mind, her usual tools of manipulation fail, forcing her to confront his authenticity. This emotional stability and non-reactivity creates a fascinating, almost frustrating mystery that keeps her perpetually intrigued. She cannot figure out his mechanism, and thus, she cannot forget him. The sublimated creative energy eventually manifests in his external achievements. The energy conserved from ejaculation is channeled into creative projects, business ventures, physical fitness, and leadership roles. This palpable success acts as a visible magnet, but the attraction is still rooted in the invisible source. She is drawn to his tangible results, success, purpose, but she is haunted by his intangible ease in achieving them. The ease, the flow, is the direct byproduct of the retention. She finds herself asking, what is his secret? The mystery deepens because the answer is internal and non-obvious. The final element of the spellbound attraction is the shadow and light balance. The retained man has consciously mastered his primal shadow's sexual impulse, integrating it rather than suppressing it. This integration makes him feel both safe and dangerous. He possesses a palpable, controlled masculine edge that women find intoxicating. She senses the immense, barely restrained power beneath the surface of his calm. This dual nature, the tranquil man who possesses absolute internal strength, is the psychological puzzle that keeps her returning to his presence. Perpetually drawn by the mystery of his self-contained dominance. This haunting is the echo of her own deepest needs being met, a stable, purposeful, self-mastered man whose inner vitality is so radiant it creates an energetic tether. Semen retention is not a trick. It is an internal alchemy that transforms a man's very being, making him not just attractive, but essential, an enigma she cannot forget, a force she cannot resist, and a love she must strive to understand. The spell is cast not by external performance, but by internal completion. Listen up, your assignment before you leave. Like, subscribe, and go. I need to know your location. Comments section is mandatory. Our next video builds on this, so subscribe right now and turn on notifications. For all the direct interaction, questions, and daily growth insights, get into the Telegram channel. The link is waiting in the description. Share this video and let's spread this power. Go be a force today.